Alright, what is poppin', my dudes? It's Asha here. So today, we've got a new video for you guys. In today's video, as you can see, it's face cam. I'm running out of ideas, guys. I'm running out of ideas. I'm just joking. But yeah, today I decided maybe do a little story, because you know, at a certain point you get too much Pokemon. All right, so let's get on to the story, and this is going to be the story of just 2 days ago. Me and my girlfriend went out for Valentine's Day. Well, we went out for a early Valentine's Day. We knew that every place was gonna be packed on Valentine's Day, so we were like, let's go a day early. You know, let's go a day early. That'll make it better. So here's the rundown. Basically, what happens is we end up, she spends the night. And so like she's at my house, and you know, I go to school, I come back, and then we get ready, and then we head out around like 5, right? It's like 5 in the afternoon. That's when we start to head out. I don't really like driving like too much with my car, because my car has like problems with the transmission. So you know, I wanted to just get there as soon as possible. But I wasn't stressing about it. You know, it's just a car. I wanted to have a good day. So basically, we ended up driving, and I thought I knew how to get there, but oh, was I wrong. So we end up driving, and then we end up getting lost. I have no idea where we're supposed to go, so I'm like, get out the GPS. And so the only thing we know about this, about the restaurant that we wanted to go to, well, that she wanted to go to, was that it was it was close by an HEB Plus. That was the only thing we knew about it. And so what we did, because she couldn't remember the name of it, so like basically, she put in that the fact that the restaurant was close to HEB Plus. So HEB Plus, by the way, is a larger version of the HEB, which in Texas, that's the grocery store here. So if you're not from Texas or never been to Texas, that's what HEB Plus is. So what ends up happening is we put in HEB Plus, and she's like, "Oh, go this way." Okay, so I'm like, "Okay, we'll go that way." We end up driving, and then we end up finding an HEB Plus, but it's not the HEB Plus that we wanted. And then we're like, why is HEB Plus? Why? I guess there's 2 HEB Pluses around this area. You know, it's a north side, so it's just like, you know, so there's a bunch of rich people up there. You know, that's why I think that there's that many HEB Pluses, because you know, all those rich people need more options. So what ends up happening after that is we're like, she's getting frustrated, because like there's a ton of traffic around, and I hate driving through traffic, because like I said, my car's transmission, it's not that good, so like stopping and going and stopping and going really messes it up. And so like my car is acting up a little, and you know, she's like, you know, I don't even want to go anymore. Do you want to just go home? I'm like, hey, but I'm like, no. We are going. I've already spent this much time driving through this traffic. We are going. We're gonna have a good time, you know. And you know, like we're in the car. You know, like I'm in the car with my girlfriend. So like, you know, it's not like we're having a horrible time. You know, it's not like being in traffic by yourself. You know, at least you get to talk to someone, right? So I tell her, you know what? There's this burger place called Smash Burger right next to the restaurant that she wanted to go to. And so I'm like, put Smash Burger in there instead. And by the way, no, the Smash Burger does not have anything to do with Smash. We thought that too. We went inside, and no, it doesn't. But so we put it in there, and it's like 11 miles away. I mean, not 11, 4 miles away, but it's gonna take us about 16 minutes because of how much traffic there is. I'm like, you know what? I can do that. You know, that's fine. That's fine with me. Let's go do that. So we drive down there, and it's a ton of traffic. Like it's a ton of traffic. We finally get there, we finally pull in, and we finally get there. And by the way, it's not just like bad traffic. There's also like in that area, there's just like a ton of like douchebag drivers, you know, because it's in the richer side of town. And apparently, the more expensive your car is, equates to how much of a dick you can be on the road. So that's just an accurate measurement of how friendly people are on the road. The better their car is, the more they think they're the shit, and the more that they'll just be an asshole on the road. That's pretty much what it is. And so, like I said, rich part of the town, so there's a lot of asshole drivers. So that's a little annoying, but I'm trying to stay positive. Okay, I'm trying to stay positive because, you know, it's mine and my girlfriend's like day before Valentine's Day celebration thing. So I'm just like, you know what? I'm gonna stay positive. Let's just get there. Let's have a good time. And so we ended up getting there. It's 6:30 now. So since we left the house, it was 5. So we've been driving for a good hour and a half. We finally get there, and I decided to park where the HEB Plus is because when we pull in, we're closest to the HEB Plus. And like there's like just a ton of people. We're like, why is there so many people here? It's a Monday, you know, like I guess everyone was swarming to get, you know, like the late the last minute Valentine's Day gift. So I guess that kind of makes sense. But yeah, so I'm like, you know what? Yeah, well, Val says, you know what? Just go park inside the HEB Plus, and we'll park over the HEB Plus, and we'll just walk to the restaurant, so that way we don't have to, you know, drive anymore, because you know, like she was just, you know, I want to get out of the car, and so was I was just done with driving. So we parked the car. Yeah, if you know me, I park like way in the back, just because I don't know, I like it, like it's just so comforting, like parking in the back, because like one, you don't have to worry about finding a parking space, and 2, you don't have to worry about getting out, because it's just like you go over there, and then you get out because no one else is there. You know, there's not so many cars just like jumbled up in one area. So it's my preference. You can have your own. It's whatever. Back to the story. So we end up walking all the way down to I think it was called like fucking Tortilla Lupe or something like that. I don't know. But from the outside, it looks nice. It looks really nice. So we end up like it looks like it's about to rain though. So I'm like just in case it does start raining, just stay here, and I'll go fetch the car. You know, I'll just go around, because you know I'm a good boyfriend. All right, I'm not gonna let my girlfriend walk through the rain. It's our technical Valentine's Day, so I'm not about to do that. So what ends up happening is we get inside, and it's nice, right? They have hostess, so you know it's a nice place when they have hostess, right? So we get inside, and they seat us at our table. We didn't have to wait. That was a good thing, you know. Like we went a day early, so you know there wasn't that many people out. Well, there was a lot of people out, but like, you know, there wasn't a lot of people at that restaurant, so you know we got to get there a little bit early, and you know we just, you know, we didn't need to wait for a table. So we end up getting our table, and like and we end up you know, she seats us down, and well, the guy seats us down, and then like it takes like 5 minutes for our waitress to even like come around to get our orders for our drinks. So we like order our drink. I order water, and like Val, she orders like a Sprite. And so, because like I was looking over the menu, and I was like, this is expensive. And so like I didn't want to bust a hole through either of our wallets, because you know we split the checks. You know, we're not like one of those. We're not like, oh, you have to pay, or oh, you have to pay. You know, it's whoever can pay pays, or you know, if both of us can pay, we usually just like split it somehow. So that's how that works out. Then she finally comes back with the drinks, and she brings us chips and like the little like bowl of like a tiny bowl of beans and some like salsa, right? Or I think it was like pico or something. I didn't eat it because like I don't know, I don't like that kind of stuff. Like I don't like, you know, eating with chips. So what I ended up doing was I just ended up eating the beans and chips. But Val was eating, you know, the salsa and stuff. So then we wait another like 5 minutes for the lady to finally come back to even order our appetizer, because we were looking over and we were like, okay, you know what, we're gonna order the appetizer, and you know and then we'll figure out what we want to eat, because like the menu was big, right? The menu was big, and it was complicated and too. So like we're just like, you know what, let's just start off with the appetizer. This place is kind of expensive, so let's just buy an appetizer first, and then we'll buy one appetizer, and then we'll buy one plate, and then share that plate. Because yeah, like I said, I did not want to blow a hole through like either of our wallets. And so we ended up getting this thing called, it was like, the appetizer was chili con queso, and you know, the regular size bowl was like $7. So you would assume that it's just, you know, it's good cheese, you know, it should be good cheese, right? Like fucking 7 minutes later, we finally get the queso, and it's just like plain ass fucking cheese, you know. It just tastes like someone put fucking, you know, cheddar cheese in the microwave and then served it to us. Like that's how like bland it was. And so, but before we actually like try it, we order like the actual meal we wanted, and it was a $15 item, and mind you, this was on the cheaper end of the like the menu. It was a $15 item, or maybe it was 16, something like that. It was peppered chicken. It said that, like, you know, 2 chicken breasts, made with peppers, and then topped with cheese, with a side of rice and beans. And so we're like, that sounds good. Sounds good. You know, like pepper. You expect it to be cooked with pepper and stuff like that. And then so like the lady leaves, and she goes, puts in the order. And then, you know, we try the cheese, and it's just like, it just tastes like cheese. There's nothing special about it. It's not like chili con queso, because like that stuff is like the bomb. If you've never been to Chili's, or if you've been to Chili's and you've never tried their chili con queso, you got to do it. All right, friends, you got to do it. Anyway, back to us getting the actual meal. Well, before we actually end up getting the meal, the lady ends up bringing us these like two miniature tacos, like the street tacos. You know, like the mini tacos, like street tacos of the fajita. She's like, oh, for new guests, we like to give them complimentary these complimentary fajita tacos, so that way they can try it. And so we're like, okay, that's cool. And so we eat it, but we still wanted the actual the grilled chicken. And the complimentary tacos, although they were good, they were cold. So me and her are kind of like wondering if, like, maybe it wasn't that, you know, they're complimentary, more so that they just had extra tacos laying around, like, and they're like, oh, these are getting cold. Go send it to that table. Like, I feel like that. I honestly feel like that's what happened. So, like, yeah, they were good, but like I said, they were cold. And then we finally get our plate. All right, they are 2 chicken breasts, topped, like, and like on top of them are the peppers, and then on top of the peppers is like all this cheese, and then the plate was big. All right, but the chicken took up like a third of the plate, and they gave us enough rice and beans to kind of just skim the rest of the plate. So they didn't even like, so for 15 fucking bucks, they couldn't even give us like a decent amount of rice and beans. No, they skipped us on the rice and beans. Like they gave us literally the least amount of rice and beans to actually look like they put rice and beans on our plate. So that was like, oh, all right, whatever. So I go into the chicken, take my first bite, and it's the plainest chicken I've ever tasted in my life. Like, I have cooked things at my own house that taste better than that. It tastes like they literally just put no seasoning on the chicken itself. And it was peppered chicken, alright? So that means that instead of cooking the chicken with the peppers, which would make the chicken taste better, because, you know, when you cook chicken with peppers, you know, the chicken absorbs the pepper taste. Instead of doing that, they grilled the chicken on a clean pan with no seasoning or anything. They just grilled it like that, put it on the plate, grilled the pepper separately, and then placed them on top of it. Because I kid you not, this chicken was so bland, and Val agreed with me. The chicken was incredibly bland. $15 for bland ass chicken. All right, and we're like, how is this even like I was shocked, you know, cause here we are in Texas, close to Mexico. By the way, I don't know if you could get this from the name of the restaurant, but it was a Mexican restaurant. In San Antonio, which is known to have really, really good Mexican food. So, because of the price of the food, we're just like, why is it so bland? It boggled our mind. It was like, why is this chicken so bland in a Mexican restaurant? You know, I was assuming that it would like the flavors would be like, oh my god, you know, like it was just gonna be like this orgasm in my mouth, but no. It was just plain old chicken. And then we kind of sat there in silence, like eating it for a little bit. And I just ended up saying like, I'm full, you know, like I don't want to eat this anymore, because it was honestly like getting to my stomach too. Like that's another thing. Usually the food that tastes like really, really good, that's not bad and that's not good for you at all, like that makes your stomach like feel weird. But this food, it didn't taste good, and it also made my stomach feel weird. So like that was a double downside. So what ends up happening is we end up sitting there for a little while, and we're just like, okay, I guess, you know, like it was all right. And then I come to the realization. I look around me, and I realize we're surrounded by white people. Now, I don't mean to be that guy, but this isn't a Mexican restaurant. This is a white person's Mexican restaurant, all right? They are two completely different things, all right? Because these people are okay with paying like an absorbent amount of money for bland food just because it says Mexican on it. This food was incredibly bland. Like, I don't know if they've had like complaints in the past for it being like too spicy or too flavorful or something like that, but literally this food was I've never tasted anything blander than it. Nothing. Like the food I cook, the food I go down to like the fucking Pollo Tropical. You know, fucking like just like all these other Mexican restaurants are around like my house, that I didn't have to drive an hour and a half to get to, had better chicken than that place that like cost like 10 times the amount that I would get chicken from another place. And it all makes sense because it's white people, like. I mean, geez, like, really, like, I was shocked. I was completely shocked at how bad that food was. But yeah, that was my story on my day early Valentine's Day. By the way, for the actual Valentine's Day, we just stayed home and watched the Blair Witch. Yeah, alright. But yeah, anyways, if you like the video, go ahead and leave a like. Subscribe if you want to. Let me know if you like these little stories. I might throw some more in there, here and there, if you like them. And so yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.